Hi, this is Tutor Nick P, and this is noun phrase 153. The noun phrase today is dark horse. Okay, let's take a look at the note here. If someone says that a political candidate is a dark horse, he is not well known before the race, but has a possibility to win unexpectedly. Or really in any sort of competition, there'd be somebody who's really was unknown and not expected, and they seem to have come out of nowhere, and somehow they had a real chance of winning. Or either they won or they were very close to winning. Okay, let's continue here. We do have a second meaning, which is really where the original idea comes from. A racing horse in which there is little known and difficult to place odds on you because you don't know a lot about him. It's hard to know how good he is. So it's difficult for, who's ever running the race to put correct odds on him because they just don't know enough about him. So that was originally meant as like a dark horse. Let's continue. The origin of dark horse, or at least the term itself, comes directly from horse racing. It was first put on paper in 1831 in a book called Young Duke by Benjamin Disraeli, I think. Here is the actual quote. Okay. A dark horse which had never been thought of, so nobody even knew about them, didn't hear of him, rushed past the grandstand in sweeping triumph. So he won in sweeping triumph. So this was the first time that we can find a recorded citing of this term on paper, actually. Okay, so let's continue here. And we have several examples of how we hear it used today. So some famous presidents that at one time or at one point were referred to as dark horses in the race include, I'm only giving you some of the more famous names. There is a lot more than this. Abraham Lincoln, in his day, Jimmy Carter, more recent times, Barack Obama, and even Donald Trump today. At one time in the media, somebody referred to them as a dark horse. Okay. All right, let's continue. Number 2 here. Nobody expected her to win. She was a dark horse in the competition. So could be other competitions besides politics, but we especially use it with politics. And number 3 here, the candidate made a good showing for someone who was a dark horse in the race. So like I said, it doesn't mean that you always win. It just means that you put up a good fight and you came very close to winning. Or maybe you did win too, but you weren't expected to. It's like you came out of nowhere, or, nobody expected that you would do so well. Then you are a dark horse in the race. Okay. Anyway, I hope you got it. I hope you found it informative. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.